The Portland Trail Blazers have quietly made some of the biggest moves to reshape their team this offseason in the midst of their rebuild. Since they traded Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum, the team has lacked identity and have failed to compete in the stacked Western Conference. But don't worry, Blazers fans. General Manager Joe Cronin clearly has a vision, and it's to build a big, athletic, and versatile young team that'll stifle their opponents defensively for years to come. For starters, the Blazers selected Donovan Clingan out of UConn with their 7th overall pick. For those who don't know much about Clingan, the dude is an absolute monster. Listed at 7'2" and 265 pounds, Clingan is built like an immovable wall of bricks. While the draft was packed with its fair share of centers available in the first round, Clingan was clearly in a class of his own. Nowadays, teams are looking for bigs who can shoot and guard the perimeter. That isn't who Clingan is. But instead, Clingan has been an elite screen setter, shot blocker, and rebounder for the Connecticut Huskies during their back-to-back tournament championships. What makes Clingan unique isn't just his size. He played a pivotal role in an offense that used screens, cuts, and rapid ball movement that flat-out overwhelmed their college opponents. The Huskies' style of offense is more similar to an NBA-style offense than any other team in college. So it's expected that the big man will make an immediate impact for the Blazers on both ends of the floor. But Joe Cronin didn't stop there. He followed that move by trading a package that included Malcolm Brogdon and the 14th overall pick for Wizards forward Deni Avdija. If you're a follower of our channel, you know we love what Avdija brings to the table, as we posted a whole video about how he was the lone bright spot for an abysmal Wizards team last year. Avdija, a 6'9" Israeli-born forward, brings an incredibly unique skill set at the young age of 23. He's currently under a steal of a contract for the next 4 seasons and will become a key component of the Blazers' rebuild. There really aren't very many young players in the league that can shoot, defend, and rebound like Avdija can. He's been steadily improving since he was drafted, and his numbers after the trade deadline last season were really off the charts. From February on, Avdija averaged 18.9 points, 9 rebounds, and 3.6 assists per game. He also posted these numbers while shooting almost 37% from 3 and regularly getting to the free throw line. His game is built for the modern NBA. Avdija can defend any position, can play on or off ball, and is even an underrated playmaker. By adding Avdija and Clinton, Joe Cronin put a clear emphasis on building a front court that can defend and play a complex offensive system that'll prioritize ball movement and screen settings to make the most of offensive possessions. This type of style has been proven successful by some of the top teams in the league, including the Nuggets, OKC Thunder, and Sacramento Kings. To further position themselves to play this brand of basketball, they extended another wing, Tono Banton, for another season. Banton will be 25 years old by the time next season begins and proved during his short stint with Portland last season that he also has the type of game that's well suited for today's NBA. Banton is also 6'9", but has some wicked guard skills that enable him to play on ball in the pick and roll. During his 30 games with Portland last year, he averaged almost 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists in less than 30 minutes per game. Once again, this is a player fully equipped with length, versatility, and high-level passing capabilities. And let's not forget, this is a team loaded with talented scoring guards like Anthony Simons, Scoot Henderson, and Shaedon Sharpe. All of a sudden, the Blazers, who seem to be in the midst of turmoil, have a gluttony of young talent at every position. But do they have too many players competing for playing time? It's possible, especially in the front court. Not long ago, DeAndre Aton and Robert Williams were expected to anchor the Blazers in the interior, but after a less than inspiring season for Aton and an injury-plagued year for Williams, both centers have potentially fallen out of favor with the Blazers brass moving forward. Depth is essential, but none of Clingan, Aton, or Williams really have the versatility to play any position outside of center. It's likely that more reshaping, including a potential trade, could be in order. Many speculate that Robert Williams is a name that'll be headed out of town. But it would be ill-advised for the Blazers to sell him while his value is at an all-time low. Remember, it wasn't that long ago that Williams was one of the most promising young defensive stars in the league when he was playing for the Boston Celtics. Though he's a little undersized at the center position, the dude competes with the best of them and has a skill set similar to Hall of Famer Ben Wallace, who also happened to win a championship alongside the Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups. Williams is an absolute beast on the boards and is a relentless shot blocker who can also defend the perimeter. The Blazers might be better off keeping him around as they form a new identity that prioritizes defense first. So does that mean they would consider trading DeAndre Aton? It's hard to say. The former first overall pick was a target for them only 1 year ago when they traded away Damian Lillard. Though Aton can leave a lot to be desired for a guy with some of the most jaw-dropping physical tools in the world, he's still an elite rebounder who has yet to reach his prime in the league. And we haven't even mentioned Jeremy Grant and Matisse Thybulle, a couple of versatile two-way weapons that fit right in within the mold of what the Blazers are trying to build. We don't want to get too excited about the Blazers too quickly, considering they only won 21 games all season last year, but it's undeniable that they have a number of pieces in place that could make them contenders in years to come. They're still young at every position, and if they're going to be reliant on Scoot Henderson to be a franchise cornerstone, it'll likely be a few years before he becomes a responsible starting point guard. Still, there's no denying that it's exciting times in Portland, a team with a clear vision of how they want to play in the future. But we want to know what you guys think. For starters, how long will it be before the Blazers can compete in the stacked Western Conference? But beyond that, what moves do you think they'll make before the start of next season? Trade Aton? Williams? What about Jeremy Grant? Let us know your opinion in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more sports news and insights. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.